What's fucking good, YouTube? It's your boy Keo Carnes here, and I am dropping you guys a commentary today. I'm playing some League Play here, and I'm playing on the map Raid, and I'm just rolling with the usual crew, guys. And today I kind of want to talk to you guys about AR selections and really improving your AR game, and really being not necessarily improving your AR game or etc. Really choosing a gun that you're really comfortable with. And for me, it's let's run down the list of some of the competitive guns that are in the current rotation for Call of Duty. You got the M8, the AN, the MP7, the MSMC, arguably the Scorpion, the DSR, and what, the 870? Yeah, the 870. And you don't have really a huge selection as far as ARs go, especially with the FAL being banned. You do have a wide variety of submachine guns, but a lot of those submachine guns are like, I'll just say the MP7's better on land, or the Scorpion's better on line, and the MSMC is the MSMC. It's just universally just good. And you know, the 870 has its well, go in the shotguns and snipers. Usually the shotguns and snipers usually come out and search, but arguably what I'm saying is, like, I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. Like, I used to have a really sick SMG game. I want to say Black Ops 1. Every Call of Duty before this is that Treyarch just kind of just banhammered and destroyed every SMG I loved. I mean, I have a pretty decent MP7. I have a pretty okay MP7. I'm really proud of my MP7. My PDW would be awesome, but then I always get hit with a random recoil. So I kind of put that on the back burner almost 100% of the time. But really, where I center as especially as an anchor and a slayer, I use ARs. I use ARs a lot. And you guys noticed that, you know, primarily my channel originally had a lot of FAL. It was just a lot of FAL. And ever since MLG has pretty much come out and said we're gonna ban the FAL, and obviously you guys know about that, I've pretty much been trying to figure out what AR I like better, the A94 or the M8. And I know the M8 is a much better anchor gun. It's much better for, you know, just doing what I do and playing hide and seek with against the enemy team. And, you know, arguably it has a lot of the long range capabilities that I need, like, you know, anchoring for, say for instance, like anchoring with an M8 on slums is really important. Raid is also a pretty huge anchor map, and so is Yemen. So a lot of the times when I'm using the M8, it's never to, like, the reason why I opt with the M8 over the A94 on most maps, because I don't have that accuracy and that longevity for long range encounters that I would get with the A94. And I'm not saying the A94 doesn't have a good long range encounter, it just doesn't have a great long range capabilities. Like, it's very hard for me, like, say for instance slums on cop car to the anchor in the back. I can't hit the guy on a cop car with an A, and I could get lucky and just spray him and hope to God it gets there. But realistically, I'm not confident in doing that. And really, the AN's kind of more like a slayer slash support gun. I want to say it's more so for, like, guys like I use the AN in CTF, where I use it to push up, get map control, especially trying to get mid-map cuts. It allows me to be mobile and allows me to keep going, whereas the M8, it allows me to stay mobile, but at the same time, it's like I don't have that flexibility of close range encounters with the M8 that I would have with the N94. So it's pretty much I feel that it's just like each gun has a specific role, and it really has it plays in a specific way. And understanding that, you can really figure out what kind of player you are right off the bat. My M8 for a while was really bad, because I used to abuse the shit out of the stock. I used to just abuse it, and then when I just last night when Scorpion was just haggling me, because I went from going even to like -10 in a CTF game, because I just couldn't. For the whole team just switched to Scorpions and like all the warrior guns, and I just couldn't keep up because I was using an M8 and I was trying to get cuts, and I kept getting ripped by Scorpions out of spawn. But that's not an excuse. That's, you know, I should have adjusted. And yeah, let's not talk about that because that game sucked. But anyways, the point being is, really like abusing stock on a lot of weapons, you're gonna miss a lot of shots. And I'm not saying because you're moving and the shots are gonna go wherever. I'm just saying that like if you pick up a gun without stock and you really have to focus on the encounter and really zone in on someone, you really realize like, oh wow, this gun's really accurate. Like when the M8 first, like when in multiplayer, I used to use the M8 without stock, and then everyone's like, yeah, the M8's so much better. But there's a lot of times where I just bean people without stock. So to really, when a lot of people complain about like M8's one bursting, you never see someone get a one burst while they're moving. It's usually a two burst, maybe a three burst while they're using the full benefit of the stock attachment. But a lot of times when you do get one bursted, the guy is pretty much just standing still and trying to aim in and get that perfect shot on you. And that's where the M8 falls into, because again, like especially with movement speed and movement patterns in Black Ops 1, you gotta anticipate it. You can't expect the M8 to just one burst. If someone's like just zooming across screen with stock too, you're gonna miss at least 2, maybe 3 shots of the 4 burst. If you're using stock as well, your gun has actually substantially become much more inaccurate in a way, because you also have to make a read on the way they're moving with their gun and the way you got to counter move with their gun. So say for instance they're going right, you might have to start going left, or just because you go right you're going to obviously run in bullets. But the point being is, that's the advantage of having an M8. The only reason why the stock is, like, I personally use stock is to really continue. Like say for instance, like I set up a shot and I don't get it, I get a burst in them, but I know he's one shot. What happens? I'll use the stock to get out of, to zoom around corners, get out of like really bad engagements, and try to finish the job. If not, clean up more players. They're going to be there trying to help them. But on the flip side, the AN-94, yeah, like again, the AN-94 takes advantage of stock completely because it's completely automatic. You can just hose someone and just you'll be fine. But for you guys that are out there trying to figure out what gun you're good at and what gun you're proficient at, I would say actually right off the rip, learn your role in a team and learn where you want to go as a player, and where you want to do you want to be the hill guy, the objective guy? Do you want to be the anchor? You want to be the support? Do you want to be the SMG player that's on the hill with the objective player? Well, you're technically both objective players. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But do you want to be like an objective player? Do you want to be a slayer? Do you want to be a slayer / support? It's really got to analyze your roles. So when you can figure it out, you pick your best gun of choice. Usually, like a slayer support player is going to be near the hill, but it's not going to be exactly on the hill. Scoburn does that a lot. He is near the hill, but not quite on the hill. He's getting cutoffs. So like for him, the AN-94 is perfect, and he's been using the AN-94 a lot. Joey, on the other hand, he's going to be using the SMGs a lot. He's going to be picking the MP7 up. He's going to pick up the MSMC. He's going to get into those close range encounters, especially in this game when he gets that 3-piece right off the rip. But anyways, and for a guy like me, I'm going to use a very powerful, very accurate AR to secure spawns, and I'm really playing hide and seek game, because again, like I love juking people. I love playing that mind game. It's kind of like with anchoring. It's almost like chess. But anyways, like that's not the point of the video. But really play to your strengths and really play to what you know best and what you can do best. Because if you don't and you mix it up and you're playing in a different role that you're not accustomed to, and I'm not saying don't play roles that you're accustomed to. That's going to be another video where that's going to be another video, guys. But just really play to your strengths and do what you know best and do what you do best, and you'll go far with it. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys liked the commentary today. If you liked the video, you know the business. But for all you guys that are just checking out my video, subscribe. It helps me a lot. Drop comics, likes, and all that other shit. I gotta go to work, guys. I'm out. Peace.